Registruj se uz promo kod Triangle i pokupi 3000 dinara bonusa, plus 100 besplatnih spinova. Admiral Bet, više od igre.
My name is Peter Strauba. I am Bojan's grappling jiu-jitsu coach. I've trained with him for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, and I've cornered maybe 10, 12 fights with him. I think maybe 10, but I've known Bo for 10 years since he moved to America. We were teammates, and then when I retired from fighting, I started coaching athletes, and he's been one of the athletes that I continue to work with. But he has so much experience, and so it's much more of a partnership than me like coaching him. It's like I tell him what I see from the outside, but he's very experienced, very good. Obviously, black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's the man. Oh wow, great fight. He stuck to the game plan. We saw his opponent, Michailidisom, very hard weight cut, and we thought that because of so much weight cut, he would not make it 5 rounds. So we thought that he was going to come very strong in the first round, which he did, crazy power. Big punches, big kicks. So we knew that we just had to weather the storm the first round, make it through, which is close, right? Very close to maybe stopping. But the referee did a good job and let Bo fight. And then in the second round, we got the takedown, just cooked him on top, pressure, heavy, beat him up a little, but really just making him more tired. And then obviously in the third round, got another takedown, good grappling, took his back, rear naked choke. We call Bojan Backpack Bo because he's on your back like a backpack. You can't get him off once he's on. So he's the man. Of course, yeah. I love jiu-jitsu because I think it's the gentle art. I obviously some fights you have to punch them, you have to kick them, you have to score and do damage. But I think the ultimate way to beat somebody is to get them to submit, right? When they give up, then you've beat them, And so I love jiu-jitsu. I believe in jiu-jitsu, and I know Bojan does too. And so we have a great relationship because of jiu-jitsu. So, yeah, of course I'm happy for that. Oh, man, this tournament has been crazy, but very good. So his first fight was in March. So that's 4 fights in 9 months. It's hard, very hard. First fight was a crazy fight, Ion Surdu, really good, dangerous opponent. That was one of the toughest first fights of the tournament, I think. And so Bojan won that by submission. Then you go fight, what's his name? Christian Jungwirth in Germany. Crazy fight. Almost had the rear naked choke, but that guy is invincible. Holy cow! So then he wins that fight. Rematch with David Kozma in the semifinals. He lost that fight as a title fight, 2 years ago. So getting a chance to refight, get David Kozma, beautiful performance, TKO. Set us up for the stage. But Michailidisom was the toughest opponent in the tournament. He was favored. Like anybody who pays attention to the sport, not just who their favorite is, they knew how dangerous he was. So that was a very, very hard fight. Yeah, I agree. Bojan is the type of guy that really he's patient, and he understands how long of a process it is. When he got signed to the UFC, he was still relatively young in his career. And that's a huge stage, and maybe he hadn't learned all the lessons yet that he needed to learn to start performing the way he is. But over the past couple of years, he's just become such a voice of reason and but also encouragement. He's a mentor for all the young fighters that are coming up. He made, Mallory, the other girl on the card that we cornered, he made her go run with him every day, two times a week. He's really, coming into his own as a leader and as a veteran of the sport. And he's like fine wine, gets better with time. Yeah. I think European MMA is great. I think Mallory was the second fight of the night. The stands were full. That does not happen in the UFC. The UFC is empty until the main card, 8 fights in. So to be the second fight of the night and have a full, the O2 arena full, I think that speaks to the type of fans that European MMA fans are. They love the sport. And so it's really cool to be there in the arena, the atmosphere. They're crazy, and then, of course, the main event, you would think we were in Serbia with how much the crowd was cheering for Bojan. I think Octagon is a great up-and-coming promotion. They're kind of young. They're new, I think 8 years maybe. So what they've done, I think, especially with this Tipsport GameChanger, it has really changed the landscape of European MMA. It put it like on the map. Obviously, there's KSW, but now having Octagon, coming all through Europe, many different countries. Hopefully, Serbia soon. I think it is really good for fighters, to have more opportunities. Guys like Bojan to get a chance to fight, at such a high level. I think it's awesome. Octagon has done a great job. Their staff, they're super professional. They take care of the fighters. They care. They build the stories of the fighters. They care about the fighters as people. It's not just a number. I think it's great. Fala, yeah, thank you so much for all the support. I've been to Serbia 3-4 times. I love Serbia. I love Bojan. The opportunity to come here and be a part of, a Serbian champion is incredible. I'm very grateful. I'll hopefully come back to Serbia again soon. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking care of Bojan. Very appreciated. Yeah, thank you so much.